There's been a few people, and Henry Gonzalez in our lifetime, and of course Ron Paul. Henry's long gone. He's up there in heaven with his maker. Liberal Democrat who fought the Fed every single day for years and years. He's a representative from Texas as well.
Questrade is allowing its clients to purchase gold bullion in their RRSP and other trading accounts. The gold is allocated and stored at the Royal Canadian Mint. And storage fees are $1.20 per ounce per year. Would you recommend using this service?
What was the first word you said? Who is?
Questrade.
Questrade, is that a brokerage firm, I guess?
I would have to think that it would be.
Well, first of all, I'm not a proponent of that. Everybody knows that. I think people should take delivery of their gold if they're going to buy it. And from time to time I get requests, what do I do? And, of course, there's Gold Star and there's the Delaware Depository. And as far as I know, they're okay, aren't they?
Sterling Trust?
No.
Well,
is that the Delaware Depository Sterling Trust?
Well, yes. Sterling Trust, I guess Gold Star has been trying to use both the HSBC Bank and the Delaware Depository. But mainly there's a couple of firms out there that will use Sterling Trust for the gold IRAs. And I have buyers, my shippers won't even ship coins. They don't like to. I mean, if they're forced to, they will, but they don't like to because they just don't account as well. It always takes them so long. And, you know, service has just not been the greatest as far as my past experience with them. So that's why I always continue to use Gold Star. But the reason dealers like to use Sterling Trust is because Sterling Trust pays up front. So they don't have to front any of their money. With Gold Star, the coins actually have to be shipped, received, and confirmed before Gold Star will issue payment to the gold dealers. So that's why a lot of them don't like to use Gold Star. They like to use Sterling. But, you know, once the dealer gets paid, you know, the customer loses any type of, you know, he's at the mercy of the dealer and Sterling Trust. So that's why we use Gold Star.
But the question is about Canada.
That's correct.
And this, I think, might be a brokerage firm in the United States. Does it say that they are segregated accounts?
It doesn't say anything. It just says the gold is allocated and stored at the Royal Canadian Mint. I wouldn't store my gold at any mint.
I didn't know that they did that. I can't answer it. I'd have to look into it. How much did you say gold was up today?
$15. Yeah. What's your opinion on Ian Gordon?
You don't want to know. And I know him very well.
Well, that says it. Here's another question. According to Russian news, China will conduct large-scale military exercises the second part of this year. 4 divisions supported by Air Force units will take part in Caillou 2009 drills. The exercises will test the People Liberation's Army, the PLA command and decision-making abilities and interoperability of ground troops and air units in intense electronic warfare conditions. Does this flag any upcoming events?
No, they have periodic maneuvers. I can't attach any unusual significance to it because I don't know that there is any unusual significance. So I have to pass. I don't have any more information on that than you do. Sometimes I do get information, but in this case I do not. I think the situation in where they had the war, Russia recently, is it Albania? NATO's working out over there, and the Russians are all upset about it. And one of the countries threw a couple of Russian diplomats out of the country. So Russia just threw two of theirs out of the country. I don't know who it is, but doing this tit for tat thing. It's in today's issue. But the United States and Western Europe continue to stir the pot to make trouble. And it's really them. They're the aggressors. And maybe this is what China and Russia are preparing for, that they're not going to sit around and get decimated by a force of Europe, Western Europe, Israel, whatever, and they're going to be prepared. And so I would suspect that you're going to see more and more maneuvers and arguments like that.
And we were able to finish up all the questions today. How about that?
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. So if we missed any, or if I missed any, go ahead and send them to Discount Gold and Silver Trading, or Discount Gold and Silver at yahoo.com, Discount Gold and Silver at yahoo.com. And you got about 1 minute, Bob. Any final words of wisdom you'd like to share?
Well, I got a question here, but it wasn't specifically for the show, but I'll answer it in case John is listening. Reading the headlines today about all the major banks are going to need more bailouts after undergoing the latest stress test. I also know from what I read in my forecaster, listening to Professor Elizabeth Warren, that the standards imposed in these tests are a joke. And that's right, it is a joke. Now, even with the bar set ridiculously low, the banks are being shown to be in need of money. Bank stocks are rising. It's ridiculous, John, believe me. Now, why would bank stocks rise? Well, because the word went around and the market's going higher and everything's going to be fine, and they're selling into it. And that's usually the way it happens. The insiders are getting out. One item alone, mark to model instead of mark to market. They could say securities are worth anything that they want to. I mean, these are illiquid securities. They can say they're worth 95 cents on the dollar when, in fact, they're worth 12 cents. It is a sham. That just that one item alone distorts everybody's book. They're all broke. I mean, the recognition that Bank of America needs $34 billion. I mean, how much? I can't remember how much money they've gotten so far. They're bankrupt. They're zombies. Of course, they don't feed on human flesh, but they're zombies.
And we are at the bottom of at the top of the hour. So, again, thank you, Bob, for joining us today. We do enjoy you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I get so many great comments, and you certainly have educated many people. And I want to also thank my listeners and my customers for supporting Discount Gold and Silver, bringing the program to you. Give us a call at 800-375-4188. Wendy Wilson, she'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be back on Friday. So until then, be safe, have a great evening, and God bless. Thank you, Bob.
Bye-bye.